The only reason why he is going into the All-Star game and why they decided to go with him is because he's a superstar. He's becoming a star. He's becoming a name. Everybody wants to see him. This guy has been dominant. He's throwing over 100 mile per hour. He's throwing 103 miles per hour. So this guy's got a lot of heat. So everybody wants to see that young phenom. We remember Lincoln. This kid had a weird release point. He was small. Some people said he was like 5'10", 5'11". He looked like he was 5'6", and he was on the mound, and he won 2 Cy Youngs. He was a sensational pitcher for the Giants, and he was a guy that everybody wanted to see in the All-Star game in his first 2 years. He didn't have the numbers. I don't think he had the numbers in his second year to make the All-Star team, but he did. Why? Because he was a young phenom that everybody wanted to see. Nobody got a chance to really see him that much. Remember, sports is different now because now you have the MLB Network and you have all these different channels that you can get a chance to see these guys up at the plate or get a chance to see their every at-bats. It's not like it was when a guy like that, or even half the players that we've spoken about in the past in the 90s, we have mentioned over the years, never really got it. You never really got a chance to see them unless they were playing on ESPN for Sunday's baseball, night, or Fox Saturdays weekends or something like that. You really never got a chance to see these guys play unless you were living in Philadelphia or living in New York or living in California. So it's fortunate that you get a chance to see these players play more than you ever have. The problem is it's 162 games and it's very dried out. Now, as far as the Trey Turner coming out and saying what a joke, he's absolutely right.
How's it dried out, though?
Baseball, 162 games in a season. The only people that really give a crap about it is those real diehard baseball fans. And if you see what the numbers are right now, it's up and down in many different, in a process of trying to compare them to football games. Remember, football, there's 17 games in a season. There's less games, so people watch it more because there's not as many games. When you have so many games, a lot of people, especially some of these teams, a lot of these teams are horrible. How many good teams are in baseball right now? 9, 10 at most? The rest of the teams are horrible. Nobody cares to see certain teams that are going to play. Does anybody really want to see the Pittsburgh Pirates besides guys like Pat McAfee? or when you get a chance to see Paul Skeens? That's the only time anybody wants to watch a Pittsburgh Pirates game. And there's a lot of teams like the Pittsburgh Pirates nobody gives a crap about. Minnesota for years has been a pretty good team. Does anybody care about that roster?
But you're talking about a conglomerate. You're not talking about like people that actually love the sport.
Let me ask you a question, Jabba.
It doesn't matter.
Baseball,
why has
baseball dipped over the years?
You're going to go to the game because you love baseball.
Really? Why are the numbers down right now in baseball when it comes to going to games?
You're gonna have your favorite player.
Why are the numbers down, Jabba? Why are the games down? Why are the numbers down right now when it comes to going to watch baseball games?
They're still doing over $3 billion a year.
Okay, so what? Every single sport is doing that. Even hockey's doing that now. As you see what Gary Bettman's doing.
Hockey's not even close to baseball. Hockey's not even close.
Again, hockey is a different sport. It's a Canadian sport. Close. Yes, it is. And you're talking about
it's half of the season of baseball.
Again, and that's why 82 games of hockey is much more interesting to watch than 162 games of baseball. Hockey might not be as big.
They don't make as much money as baseball.
Not yet.
They don't.
Not yet because, again, it's a Canadian sport.
They never will.
It's a growing sport. That's not true. It's growing right now.
They will never make as much money as baseball.
Maybe not, but again, baseball eventually will have a salary cap. It always happens.
No,
it
will.
Won't. Okay,
we'll see.
We'll see.
Well,
it'll happen.
Don't you think that this shows that like baseball feels like they have a problem, though, Errol?
Yeah,
that they have to put a kid like Misiorowski up there in the All-Star game?
Yeah, because they're trying to sell tickets.
He throws 103.
They're trying to sell eyes. They have to. They want to.
If baseball was in a good place, though, Jabba, they wouldn't have to do shit like this. And I think this is a reactionary thing.
And that's
those guys.
That's okay though, because look at what we already have in the game. And yes, is it nice to get a kid like that? 100%. Do I think he's deserving of it? No. Yes, does he have a great arm and does he pitch his tail off? Heck yeah, he does. But does he deserve it? No.
Not on 5 games, no.
Not over Ranger Suárez, who has an under 2 ERA.
The All-Star game is a fan thing. And if fans want to see this dominant pitcher throwing 103, nobody cares about what Suárez is doing or Sánchez is doing. We want to see the guy that's throwing 103 miles per hour. We want to see the young phenom that everybody keeps trying to compare to Paul Skeens. Remember when they had that duel?
I was him. I was him,
okay.
dog.
So
I was him.
Did you play in the All-Star game?
Yes.
All right. And why did you play in the All-Star game?
Yes.
Why did you play in the All-Star game? Because you're a young phenom throwing the ball almost at 100 miles per hour. So that's what the people want to see. They don't want to see Suárez throwing these change-ups.
I'm not disagreeing
and
with
off-speed pitches. I don't want to see him. I want to see Misiorowski. I want to see that guy go out there and show me how hard he can throw the ball.
But
Suárez is more of a control pitcher. Like, he's a lot like David Peterson, where he has a great ERA, but he gets a lot of ground balls, so maybe he wasn't the flash.
But is he deserving of it after 5 fucking starts?
No, I don't think
so.
Starts. I don't think so. I'm fully with the Phillies players saying that, because Sánchez has 122 strikeouts. He's been a great pitcher for 3 years now, and Suárez was a great pitcher in 2022 when they went to the World Series.
And he's great in the postseason, too.
He was phenomenal in the postseason when they went to the World Series. He's kind of up and down throughout his career, but he's having a fantastic year. Fish, like you said, 1.94 ERA, even though he's not getting the strikeout numbers. Like, yes, they should both be there, too. I know Mets fans are complaining about Senga, too, but he's hurt right now. So, but both Phillies guys should definitely be in, and Sánchez has 122 strikeouts. That's top 10 in baseball right now.
Yeah, I have a rule with so I have both of those guys on my radar when I play fantasy.
I had Sánchez last year.
Suárez.
Yeah.
I've had Suárez, and my rule is I need a guy that strikes out at least a guy per inning, so it's got to be at least a 9.0 rating or higher. And Suárez and Sánchez are both there. Sánchez is
a 9.4 something, yeah.
Yeah, they're both good. They're both really good, and I feel like the Phillies should be represented at the All-Star game more than the hapless Brewers. I don't understand why they need to go to Misiorowski here instead of getting one of those Phillies pitchers.
When it comes to baseball, you want to see those guys. You want to see the best stars. You want to see the best players. And Misiorowski is a guy that everybody wants to see. His ERA is right now 2.81.
I agree.
5 games, though.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that.
It's an all-star game. It's an all-star game. I want to see.
I think you're right.
To me.
But also, like, give it to what is deserving.
Suárez right now is pitching in the World Series. Is he going to worry about a damn All-Star game? If Sánchez is pitching in a World Series, you think he's worried about an All-Star game? Nobody gives a crap. Juan Soto was the one that was bitching and moaning about it. I don't really care. Juan Soto shouldn't be crying about it just because of $100K that he would get from the Mets.
That's not the end of the money of what they are.
He's making $60 million a year. A guy like Juan Soto. Why is he complaining about $100K?
Right. It's a case of Sánchez and Suárez complaining, not those two.
If you can put $1 million in your pocket, no matter how much money you're making, yes, you're going to do it.
But it's a different case when Sánchez, who's on a rookie contract, and Suárez, who I think just got paid, but it's a smaller contract, is not making the team. Meanwhile, Juan Soto's complaining about a budget where he gets more per game with the contract that he's making this year. So it's just the way he did it was a little differently. And Turner and Castellanos and all these guys have a case, too, when you're judging. It's even worse when it's a pitcher, because the pitchers are not in the fan vote. The pitchers are voted on by the managers, and now, in their case of the uproar, by the league. And now he's putting him in. Maybe it's Dave Roberts having incentive on this, and Dave Roberts obviously is biased against certain teams, and you're seeing it now with the Phillies too, for whatever reason. Like, both guys not making the cut.
Maybe the rules, if you throw 103, you're in the All-Star game.
Who cares?
Good, we'll put Jordan Hicks in.
I will tell you this. I remember the 90s Yankees, or even 2009, those Yankees. Mark Teixeira, Alex Rodriguez, Derek Jeter, that whole infield should have been in the All-Star game, and the whole outfield should have been in the All-Star game for the numbers they were putting up, especially in the first half of the season. But that doesn't happen. Why? Because nobody wants to see just the Yankees in the damn World Series, except the Yankee fans. Baseball obviously wants their phenoms in the game, like gets a chance to see James Wood. I want to see this guy win the home run derby. Why? Because it would be a story. I want to see stories. I don't want to hear, the National League wins the All-Star game, and guess who wins the MVP? Nobody gets. If James Wood wins the MVP and hits 2 home runs in the All-Star game, that's a story. I want to hear stories. I want to hear, like, tall tales. I want to hear about Raggedy Ann. I want to hear about Wizard of Oz kind of crap. I don't want to hear about, this guy won the MVP. Oh, it's just him. Who cares? It's Bryce Harper. Oh, it's Aaron Judge. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. I don't care who wins a damn truck, car, or a freaking, nosebleed freaking.
But at the same time, but also there's so many other guys that are deserving.
Who?
You have 5 starts. Like, I love the talk of Miz, but you haven't proved it. He could be done next year. He's got 5 starts. Do we really care that much?